Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube and my Facebook Live that I do every Thursday, and it's part of my Now What series. You've got something in your studio, you kind of think you know what you want to do with it, or you're not sure if there's other things that you can actually do with it. Welcome. Like I say, if you're joining me through YouTube, make sure that you've subscribed below, hit the bell, and you'll get notified immediately. And also then if you're watching through Facebook, make sure that you've given StreamYard permission. Well, like I say, this is Thursday. I was sitting there just looking off and whatever, and I went, "Oh my goodness, it's 4:16." And I'm sorry, I'm just a minute late, but oh well. I was going. I always find when I go later in the afternoon that it's like I'm waiting and waiting and waiting for the time to come, and then it finally comes and I miss it. Awesome. So I do this live, and if you're the type that doesn't like to have that live, just make sure that what you do is you watch it on replay, and then you can go right on by all that stuff. But I like to talk to the people that do come and watch me each and every time. I appreciate them, and it's because of them that I love doing these types of lives and everything else. So hello, Jan and Judy. Hello, hello. And Felicia. Hello. And Janet from Ontario. And a Facebook user. Good afternoon. And Kay. Hello, hello. All right, you guys. Sometimes I have issues on what to do with this. And this one's going to be a very, very quick card, very easy card. So I hope that you do enjoy what I'm going to do with it. It's not anything. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, and it's going to be a very quick card. Awesome. So let me just go right on down to my right on down to my desktop here, and it's these paper butterfly accents that I have here. And I just saw that I want to come and do get something here. Now, these accents are part of the perennial lavender suite. And, you know, everyone overlooks them. There's 80 of these in a package. And it's a laser cut. And they're a little bit different. It's a different finish to the paper. It's not really, it's not like basic white paper. There is a bit of a different finish to it. And it's kind of funny because on one side, it looks like it's a little bit burnt. And I think that's the side that is the right side. And the other side is the wrong side. So we're going to play with those. You do get 40 pieces in there, 8 of each of the 5 different sizes. And like I say, it does go along with the perennial lavender. And if you do look in the book, there's ones, and I'm going to show you the sponging, but I'm going to show you something just a little bit extra with that as well. Now, unfortunately, I do not have my dies for any of this particular stamp set. Because I've got those with Kathy that she's cutting for my perennial lavender class at the end of the month. So like I say, so we're going to have to make do with what I have, or I had one cut and I don't even think it's the right color. Hello, Marge. Hello, Laura. Ah, you almost missed it. Well, you could always go back. You know, Felicia, you're right. You wish that they didn't make so many large ones, and there are some large ones, but I have an idea, which we're not going to show today, of what you can do with these large ones. And maybe that's something I should show next month and show you or week, and show you what my mind is to do with them. They're actually just gorgeous. So, yeah, I don't mind this size. And I don't mind this, but this one is very, very big, and we are not going to use that one today. That's for sure. All right, so let's just put this off to one side, or off to the back. And I'm just going to come in with some grid paper. Now I got to remember to keep this up higher. It's because of my stand that things are going a little bit different than the way they used to go. All right, so I wanted to use this Orchid Oasis. This Orchid Oasis is retiring as of April the 30th. So if you like this color, make sure that you do get everything that you have with it. If you don't have the re-inkers, make sure that you've got a re-inker with it. But this is retiring, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful purple or a mauve. I'm not too sure. Hello, Pam and Connie. Well, I'm going to try. And honestly, I am kind of looking forward to that other one using those bigger butterflies. It's kind of a continuation of something that I had done a couple weeks ago. I just wasn't completely prepped because I was out an awful lot today and I had an awful lot of other things to do today. So it didn't get that kind of prepping, but you know what? I'm going to get it done now so that I can use those bigger ones there. So don't forget about the Orchid Oasis. I think we can use this color here. And like I say, there's a bit of a black or brown sort of thing. And that's where I think with the laser cutting it goes. Well, thanks, Cindy, for sharing. I really do appreciate that. This Orchid Oasis is so pretty. If they're going to be one that they're going to bring back, I would love for them to bring this back. Okay, so the one thing that you can do with this most definitely is you can turn around and you can do with the blender brush, which we are going to do. I have an inside piece. It's big. It's the 4x5 1/4, and this is the paper that I'm using. And the reason I'm using this paper is because it goes perfectly with this Orchid Oasis. See, it's just that beautiful color there. This is a gorgeous grape, and you can see this is the only die I have. It might fit in there. We'll see how it works. If it doesn't work, we'll just leave it off to one side. Okay, so with this, what we can do definitely is we can sit there and we can use the blender brush with it. So what I wanted to do is you can do a twofer. I love it when you can do a twofer. So you can use two things and make sure that it works okay. So I've got my Orchid Oasis. And my mat, somebody went and complained that it was too noisy for my videos, which doesn't mean I don't like it. I tell you, as soon as I'm off camera, I bring in my my glass mat because I love working with it. And if they are available for us in for the demonstrators and that, I am definitely going to go in and I am going to get one of them. Or if I can, for the rest of my studio. Okay, so this is like this. And it comes like this. So I'm going to show you what I want to do with this. Just taking that out. I want to put this in here. And I'm actually going to use, I could use masking tape. I just find it's a little too tacky. But I'm going to come in and I'm going to just tack this stuff down here. And I'm going to come in with this, and you'll see I don't want any of that blending brush to go on there. Seems like a lot of work to do for the inside of a card, but I'm okay with that as long as you're okay to watch me do this. All right. So I want to come in and I want to do some blending on this. And by doing it, I am going to not only blend on my butterfly, but I'm going to come in and I'm going to do this so that it works on the inside of the card. So you have to be kind of careful the way that you're doing it because it will rip. But by doing this, oops, see, I went a little bit off center there and I didn't want to do that. So I'm going to actually go and fix that up. All right. Whoops. So see how it's going to come like this. And just want to get the antennae done. Now, this is where I mucked up. I didn't want to have this part here. So I'm actually going to come and I'm going to do that again, but see how beautiful that will be on the inside of the card. So I love the magical tape of Stampin' Up. So let's just go like that. Now I'm just going to say I want this color to be darker. Not that it needs to be darker, but see, I don't want that up there. So I'm just going to come in with that Post-it tape, and I can turn around and I can use this over again. So let's make this good and dark. I'm just going to come in and do that again. But we can use it, like I say, as a stencil. And you could do this on a lot of different ways, a lot of different things. And that's just went and sparked another idea that I have that I can do with these things at a later date. Because now what I want to do is I want the antennae done as well. Now it's pretty fragile, so you have to be kind of careful with it. So see how we've got the inside of our card done. Never done that before, is do the inside. So like I say, that way you can at least have your inside done. Now I want to come, that's going to be for the inside. I want to make this just a bit darker on the outsides of the wings. So I'm just going to come in. Now we can also go, I don't know how this is going to be with one other color. This has Berry Burst in it. So let's try that. I don't know how it's going to look, so I'm going to try doing it off here. I'll come with that, and let's just get another blending brush and a littler one. Yes, the color is so pretty. So I'm just doing this lightly because I just want a two-tone butterfly. So there we have that. Just want to make sure. Wish somebody could actually shout at me when I do go out of the picture frame. So there, now you'll see that this goes here, and it goes really good with this type of this paper. All right, so we have the inside done. See how nice that works in there. Let me just, I'm going to need that. So now this is a photopolymer stamp set, so I should probably turn around and use my paper piercing mat. I'm just going to come in with that as well. And now I went and used my Stylish Shapes. That is a big butterfly, but we used it up, at least it works on the inside. So let's come here. This might be too big. Let's go here, and I'm going to have that come up there. It kind of gets lost on that paper, doesn't it? Ooh, I'm not happy with that. Well, the other part that I can do is, let's see if maybe I'll do this on the front of the card. No. All right. Well, we're going to just go with my original plans, and if it doesn't quite turn out the way I had it envisioned, that's another story. All right. So I have my Perennial Lavender. Beautiful stamp set, photopolymer. I really like this image here, and I like these two images there as well. So I'm going to come in with that image, and I'm going to stamp that with the Orchid Oasis. Just going to have that go here. Beautiful, beautiful color. And then I'm going to come in with this one. looks almost like it needs re-inking. Why you should always have re-inker, right? And here as well. There we go. So you can get that look of a bunch of different colors on there, right? I don't even have my paper. I gave all my paper. I gave all of that away. So we're going to come with this. I'm not liking that. I wonder what other color I could use. Let me just check something here for a second. Oh, this was one. Whoopsie. We have this. You know what? It might not be bad with blue on blue. So let's go with the blue on blue. And then we've got our butterfly. And where did I put that butterfly? Oh my goodness, here we go. So it's going to come like this. See how that's going to go there? But I want to show you something else that you can do with this particular butterfly. Now, you know, the other day, if you join me, I was using this particular, I was using actually this for my faux patina. I want to show you what we could do. We could do it, and it actually would probably be better than the silver. And I know where it is. It's now upstairs. So we are going to have to use the silver. So I'm just coming in here with my, let me just grab this. And I'm going to take some of this silver here. Could I put another mat on the DSP? I probably could, yes. I'm just thinking it's just, well, I could put the mat over top of the DSP almost. Look at this. What a waste, but it's just, it's not going with this particular one. So I'm going to go tone on tone, and I'll be okay with this. Now, this happened to be a piece that I had. So it's just one from a die cut. So let me show you what you can do with this. So I have an old paintbrush, because remember to use an old paintbrush when you use different things other that how do I put this, that you wouldn't normally do it. I would use a paintbrush. I have no problems using our aqua painters or our water painters with I have no problems using it when it's with our regular ones, but when it's with this other stuff that has things that don't come off that easily, it just doesn't work. So I'm going to come now. Remember, I told you that there's a bit of a different finish on this. So I tell you, I'm really into these splatters lately. And this is where this is totally different than other paper. This does not have the regular tendency with water and our ink blending. So it needs to be dried with our heat tool, because it doesn't lend very well to this kind of there's a finish on this paper is really what I'm saying. So I'm just going to dry that manually, or with the heat tool. Or it almost looks like a polka dotted butterfly. Take a look. Okay, then I also have this silver. It's the metallic silver. Now, what I'm doing is I'm mixing it with water. It is a water soluble, which means that your brushes should be okay, but I would never take that chance with those good brushes. All right. So then instead of Wink of Stella, what we're going to do is we are going to take this, and use this as a wink of Stella, like a wink of Stella. And by doing those splotches below, that's going to show up. I should use more of that. Anyways, we'll just go like this. And this gives a bit of a pearlized look on these particular. So see how this works. Whoops. So just like this, and it's pearlized. Can't really see that on there, but it's really nice and pearl. You'd think that it was silver, but because I added the water, and it's not sparkly like your Wink of Stella, but it does have a bit of a pearly look to it. And that's why I was wanting to use the pearlized ones. Now I can go here. Let's just put this on the antennae and the body as well. Awesome. So there we go there. Okay. And then this here goes on the inside. This is going to go like this. A sheen. Yes. All right. So let's go here. Now we can have this. I'm not going to do it in the middle. I'm going to kind of do it up by just a little bit off, and then we can put this flower right on there. Okay, so let's start putting that together. How can I go through so much glue? I don't know. And we'll just put this on there. And this is, you can use with that gorgeous garden embossing folder and make your own. So this is just going to go here. And I'm actually going to put that down towards the bottom there. But boy, I tell you, take a look at, whoops, there, it's now in focus. There we go. All right, so let's go with, it's not what I wanted. Here we go. There we go. Now, remember that we have this beautiful ribbon that is still in stock, which will be retiring. So let's go and let's start putting this together. So I want to show you some other stuff that you can do that with that. So it just shows you that you can take your stuff and just do a bit more with it to give it some different color and that sort of stuff. And I had showed that metallic stuff the other day, and I thought, well, you might as well see it in more action, right? So that's going to go just on there. And you know what? I am going to, this is not going to work very well with the dimensionals. That is for sure. A silhouette feel. Yeah, you're right. It really is. Let's just put this on here. And another thing that I want to do, I haven't got the back of them done, which might have been a good idea to do. I'm not sure, but, well, thank you, Cindy. So I'm just going to take this and and be very careful when you do this. Just going to curl these leaves a little bit. There we go. It's just going to come up here, and I think we'll put it, ooh, look, that I'm going to put it right about there. And let's take this. Now this is that, I'm going to take it double. See how that works. Hello, Marie. Looking good so far? Going to pass the test. Totally different than what you would normally even think of doing with it. I didn't have any dies, so I couldn't even use any dies with this. So shows what you have to do, what you can do when you don't have everything. So I just did a double bow. I'm going to show you this. This ribbon is amazing. So we're going to put this here, tie it tight. Probably should have done it a little bit longer. And then watch what happens with this. I'm going to come in with my take your pick tool, and I'm just going to separate this. We used to have a copper ribbon that did some amazing things. So we just want that to separate, and you can do that with the bow part as well. Oh my goodness, I've got to tell you, I tell the story of my granddaughter that doesn't like messy. She doesn't like things that aren't tied properly and everything else. Well, I gave them over 300 cards to sell, and what they have to do is they have to put the angel policy on the back of the stamps. And the other thing that they have to do is they have to put them in envelopes and put them in the clear envelopes and also include an envelope with it. Well, she came across some and she goes, oh, it was funny because my daughter-in-law was telling me that she went and she says, oh, Mom, I don't think we can sell these. And the other granddaughter goes and says, I like Grandma's cards like this. I don't know. It was quite funny. All right. So I kind of just, because it's that, I can actually pull these down. We're not going to do so much. I want to have this come from under behind here. Maybe that's not going to work. You know what? I think we might just do just a bow and put it at the bottom and trim it off. Didn't work. It's not how I envisioned it to look. This ribbon is the metallic. This is the Orchid Oasis. This is the metallic woven ribbon. They carried it over from last year, so it worked out pretty good. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this on here. Creativity on the fly. Oh my goodness. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's not quite the right color. It's just not. No, you know what? I'm going to just take that off to the one side. All right, so let's just put that on there. We're going to stick this part on here. And I got glue all over my finger. Oh my goodness. This is just going to go like this. Whoops. Whoops. Oops. My fingers are stuck to it. Now, you remember that I've been doing lots of splotting with, we have to put some words on there too. All right, I am thinking I'm going to go with white. And this is going to be, we're just going to, I didn't want that low. There we go. Now, I have a sentiment. Let's see what kind of a sentiment would be a good Oh, you know what? Happy birthday would be a good idea. Anybody have a birthday coming up? The sending is really good one. Let me just grab it. Sending smiles. Oh, that's kind of big, this one. Birthday wishes. There we go. I could almost have that 1/8 of an inch instead of this. Let's go and just cut that down to 1/8. The Orchid Oasis is so pretty. Like, I'm going to miss it. I think it's one of those ones that it's so pretty. This is going to be actually 3/8 of an inch. Oh, let's see how that's going to look. There we go. Yes, it's very, very pretty. So let's just put that there. I'm going to miss it. But you know, I haven't used those colors. The only one I've used is the Parakeet Party recently. Oh, and because I've been making some stuff with that stargazing, I also have been using the Tahitian Tide. So this is just going to come here. Let's go ahead and put that right about there. And then I'm going to come in with white spots, just because I think it's going to make this card, because this card is quite, you know what, I'm also going to use black mini dimensionals on here. And the reason being for that is so that it's not going to show against the dark, the Orchid Oasis color. Let's just go here and put this here. And I don't want it to dip, so let's put that in the middle. And I hope I can get my fingers on it very, very quickly. So that's just going to go like that. That goes there. And then I have these, you know, I know there's these ones here, but I don't know if they're going to go. And I had them just today. And I went, oh my goodness, they would be perfect for this. And then just looking for my embellishments here. Oh, there they are. These ones are perfect. And that's these ones. These are the In Color Pearls. That'll go great on there as well. All right, so do you think I should put some of those splatters on there? This is the Starry Sky. This is the Orchid Oasis. So let's go ahead and put those on there. Oh, they really go pretty on there, that's for sure. Oops. Here we go. Somebody does probably come and swipe your thing. That's why I put the blue on here, is so that I can find the dimensionals. Okay, come on. There we go. And do you want me to put the speckles on? Well, let's go ahead and do it. What's the worst that can happen? So I have it here somewhere. I have my white already in. Here it is. I have my white. This is the white ink. It's already in there. And I can just take a bit of this white from here. And we're just going to come in with this brush. This is, see what I mean? It just doesn't clean as well as what it could clean. Let's get that in there. So I don't even get rid of this. I just leave it in there. And by adding a tiny bit of water, it just works great in there. All right. So here comes the speckles. Oh, and don't let me forget, I got to put that on the inside. So we're just going to put some speckles on there. Oh my goodness, I'm hooked on these speckles. Splattering. It's just going to be like that. Okay. Just put that off to one side. And then let's go ahead and put that on the inside. Whoops. Somebody didn't tell me this is crooked. Thank you. All right. So like I say, there's one use that you can use with these butterflies. I'm hoping this other one will come to, well, actually come about. I'm leaving in about 2 weeks and going off to the Netherlands for the Stampin' Up convention that's in Rotterdam. and we're going to make a holiday of it. So I'm trying desperately to get some stuff done ahead of time. And well, we all know how the intentions of that goes. So there we go. There's something there. Yeah, I like this. Does Stampin' Up carry gold ink? Not anymore. They used to. It would be nice if they did. The only thing that would come close to the gold is this metallic enamel effects. It comes in copper, gold, and silver, and that's where I use the silver on this to give that pearlized look in there. Thanks, Cindy. Yeah, so anyways, there we go. There's something to do with these paper roses, these paper butterflies. So I hope you like that. If there's anything else that you'd like to see, we have some new online exclusives that are coming, and I've got some ideas what to do with those with different Now What series. Yeah, they've got some pretty cool stuff in there, that's for sure. All right, you guys. So I will see you Saturday for the card sketch at 10 o'clock Pacific time. Don't forget to get your sketches in and your mystery challenges in, because I do give away stuff. And oh, that reminds me, I still haven't put that one stamp set in the mail. The other one's for a pickup here in town. So, but yeah, the specs add. It does add. It really does. Just a tiny bit. It would be nice. I tried to get that look with the silver, but the silver metallics just wasn't quite working with it. So anyways, all right, you guys. Remember, give me the thumbs up, share my video. I really do appreciate it. If you live in Canada, I'd love to be your demonstrator. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. I do try to, I read every comment. If I don't leave a comment, it's only because I'm not around my computer. I don't like leaving comments on my phone because, trust me, my fingers are too fat to write on my phone. Yeah, remember to create, because it's great for the soul. We'll see you Saturday at 10. Bye for now.